Good evening, everyone. Walker Stop here. I wanted to talk for a minute about the motion tracking on the Quest 2 and 3 headsets and how it can affect your gameplay. I was noticing that during some intense sessions of gameplay, sometimes during fast, large movements of my hand was getting lost track of for maybe a second or two by the headset. So I would see in the game that my hand would sort of glitch around and not be showing in the game where it was in real life. So that was the headset losing track of the position of my hand. And so I started reading about how to optimize the hand tracking on the Quest headsets. And one of the things that I learned about is that these controllers have infrared lights in them. So let me show you. I'll turn on this other camera I have here that picks up infrared light. Alexa, turn off Mike's room. Alexa, turn off the workbench light. Okay, so this camera here is in night vision mode, so it's picking up infrared light. So here's my Quest 3 controller, and you can't see the infrared light now, but watch what happens when I turn on the headset. So now you can see all the ring of infrared lights around the top. There's like 6 of them on top, and then there's one down in the handle as well. So these lights are very important. They help the cameras on your Quest determine the position of your hands when you're playing. So the Quest headsets use what's called outside-in tracking. That means that the headset has cameras on the outside of it that record the world around it, and that's how it determines where your head is and where your hands are most of the time. It also has, the controllers also have an IMU. It's an inertial measurement device. It's kind of like the accelerometers in your phone, and it'll fall back on the IMU if it can't see these infrared lights on your controller, or if it can't figure out what position they're in. So you see how they have a unique pattern to them? They shine through the top. They also shine through the side of the plastic of the controller, of that top ring, and the light even shines through the bottom side. So even if you're at a really bad angle where the camera only sees this side of the controller, those lights are still shining through. So that's what optimal tracking is going to look like for your headset when your headset is able to see all of these infrared lights clearly and use the pattern of the lights to determine the position of where your hand is at any given moment. So one thing I ran into that I think might have been contributing to my tracking issues was that I was using these black silicone grip covers that have a knuckle strap on them. And as you can see here, the silicone grip cover, it has holes to let the infrared light through, but you see how it breaks up the pattern of the lights. So now instead of six nice little circles of light, the camera's going to see it broken up into like 12 different shapes. So I don't know if that's okay. I don't think that's optimal. That's probably not ideal. That's probably harder for the camera to figure out. And if you look from the side, that black silicone blocks the infrared light completely. So if you're at a side angle, your headset won't be able to see the infrared tracking lights at all. And then if your headset only happens to be seeing the bottom side, that's really bad. You see the infrared lights are completely blocked. So in this case, what I did was I took these silicone covers and I cut everything away except for the part where the knuckle strap was, and then I just glued that on. Alexa, turn on Mike's room light. So I just glued that part of the covers that have the strap and glued it onto the plastic of my controller. And for that, I used this Loctite clear silicone waterproof sealant, and it seems to be sticking pretty well. Now, this made me wonder if that was going to be a problem for my daughter, because she also had these other silicone controller covers with the knuckle strap. But It just so happens that these did not have the problem of blocking the infrared lights. I'll show you. Alexa, turn off Mike's room. So when I turn on her headset, you'll be able to see that these silicone grip covers actually are letting the light pass through. I don't know why the camera's glitching like that, but here, let's see if it keeps doing it. So, see these lighter color orange silicone covers are so translucent that you can hardly tell that they're there. They're not really having any impact on the visibility of the tracking lights. And if you look from the side, you can still see really well. Glows right through the silicone, and even from this bottom angle, the lights still pass through. So these are good. These light colored silicone that let the infrared light through are okay. But don't get the black ones because they'll block the infrared light. Alexa, turn on Mike's room light. So you can there's another option that doesn't block the infrared light. This company is called AMVR Controller Grips. They make a controller, or a strap anyway. It's a handle. It says AMVR Controller Grips soft hand strap. So what these do is, instead of wrapping around your whole controller, they replace the battery door that normally snaps onto your controller. So you snap this thing on instead of your normal battery door, and it has the hand strap on it. So I think this is also probably a good option. But my DIY solution was just to glue the knuckle straps onto my controllers, and if I ever change my mind, I can peel it off. It's not that big of a deal. It should peel off the plastic. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, my kind of PSA about how to optimize the tracking of your controllers, I'm gonna do a little workout. I haven't done my exercise for the day, so let me switch over to my other settings here, and I'll connect to my headset, have my headset cast the video, and we'll see if we can do a mom boss fight, because that's usually a good workout for me. Okay, so tonight I'm playing on this new account that I created. It does not have any skill tree upgrades. So I don't have hip slots, I don't have double jump, I don't have increased melee damage, I don't have increased durability. So all those things make it harder to survive. So we're gonna see if I can. So go straight as far as you can, take a left, then go as far as you can again. Then take the left again. And there's and they've positioned the clown guy in a better place now, I think, in terms of his chances of catching you. Because now they've positioned him now to where if you're gonna make it to the entrance to this room, you're almost definitely gonna encounter the clown now. So you want to be ready for that. Not that it's a big deal, but it used to be I could run through the school, and a lot of times the clown wouldn't even see me. So probably better the way they have it this update in terms of challenge. Let's see, what do we got left? Circle. Oh yeah, that's in here. Ah! No. This is so embarrassing. I swear, I usually don't have this much trouble. Okay. Well, that's done with. So the Mom Boss fight is a lot harder when you don't have any skill tree upgrades, I mean. When you don't have any advantages from any buffs or anything. So the path, okay, the daycare center path. You go enter, take a right. You have to, obviously. Then go straight past the chairs, and then take a right again, and then go straight as far as you can, and then take a left, then a right, then a left, then a right, then a left. Okay, you gonna remember that? We'll probably end up doing this more than once, so here we go. This is like the super hard mode because I don't have any double jump or hip slots or defense or damage bonus, nothing. I thought I got 5. I'm not sure what happened there. I thought I had that one. 6. There aren't 6 in here. Oh, damn. There were 5, I think. I think that one was impossible. That one. Good deal. Good. Seven. That's a lot. I don't know if I can do 7. There aren't 7. There's 3. There's 3 yellows on the board. So that one was a waste of time. Wait, what happened? I thought I had that one. Not sure what happened. I thought I got 5. Okay, another shapes. There are not 3 red ones available. I think this bike has a new bug in it. Sometimes it drops less and less shapes to where it's not even possible. See 6, there's 3 greens on the board, and it's asking for 6. Wait, there's 4? Still not enough. Still not doable. So I don't know what's going on with this fight. This might be a problem. Six. There are not 6 blues on the board. There's 3. So the only way I'm gonna get past this is if I get lucky enough to get a low number. Because of this weird bug. 6 with 1 green. Yeah, this is annoying. This is not the first time I've run into this. It's very annoying. I'll give it a few more rounds and see if I luck out and get a low number. But there's a good chance that I'll have to abort this. Seven, and there's 2 greens that exist. Stupid. I want 7. Dumb thing. I really hope they fix this bug. It's pretty annoying. I have all these impossible rounds. Just have to bide my time and see if I get lucky to get a low number. Five. There's 2 reds on the board. Not good. Not cool. I mean, it's already challenging enough. You didn't need to make it impossible. I mean, it's almost, it's like it's getting worse every round. I wonder if there's anything I can do to help reset it. It's like every round, she's putting less and less blocks. Does anyone think that's intentional? I don't think so. I think it's a bug. What? That didn't even hit me. Look at that. You saw. I was standing next to it. It did not land on me. This is so weird. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Should I even waste my time? Look at that, 1 block, and it falls off the edge. This fight is so messed up. This is dumb. This is super lame. I guess you could just call it I can just call this my warm-up for the night. Look at that. How stupid is that? That is weak. That is so weak. I don't know what these guys are doing with this fight. They messed it up really good. And the Animal Company companion app doesn't work for some reason. So. What? It doesn't know where my boundary is. I literally just adjusted it a minute ago. Okay, let's try a different code. That one's probably glitched. I'll try a code that I've never used before. Hopefully that will give me the best chance of it working. And I threw away still have my trusty bat, but I threw away my hook shot and my flashlight, so let's grab a couple of those. See if we can get a non-bug instance. I wanted a challenge, I didn't want an impossible challenge. It's already challenging. The game is challenging. I mean, the Mombos fight is already challenging. It doesn't possible. Gather 5 red blocks, but there's only one on the whole platform. It's like, come on, guys. Simple math. How could you mess that up? How could you screw that up? Something so fundamental. Probably were making changes to some other thing and messed this fight up in the process. Where is he? Should be right here by me. Look at that. Oh look, he's actually gonna try to get me. He's actually gonna try to come up here and get me. Look at this. Wait. Come get me. Oh my gosh! Ah! Oh my gosh. He actually gonna try to go in this room and get me, dude. That guy's nuts. Oh shoot. That's fun. Persistent clown. He wasn't giving up. Yeah. What else is left? This is square. See if it's possible this time, or if it's glitched again. Okay, for this part, so you go in, you have to take a right, go over the chairs, take a right again, go all the way to the next room, then it's left, right, left, right, left. Alright, let's see what happens. Hopefully it's not bugged again. Happy to see you. 8. I'm not gonna get 8. Oh, that was close. Almost died. 5. That should be doable. Yep, 5's a good one. 5's a good number. So 6. 6 is also doable. I hurry. There. What is wrong with my stupid... It's making noises.
All right, showtime. So, remember to hit these guys in the head. Kills them faster. Pillow. What's the pillow? Grab the balls. Oh, shoot! No! I made the cardinal mistake of maneuvering with something in my hand, so I jumped a lot farther than I wanted to. Bad move. Okay. Go into this room. It's right over there. Alright, let's see what we walk into. Here's the pillow. Oh nice, it's right here. Now avoid the balls. Try to avoid the balls. Getting hurt a lot. Some food. Heal up. Yeah, that's not so bad. switch screen one more time. Hey, where's the pillow? You guys, you can twist up your toast now. Look at that. I got food for days. Gotta get away from these guys. I got lots of food. So I'll just heal. Whoa. Come on, get run over, zombie. There we go. And that is how you get your mom hands on your new alt account with no. So, sorry to say that I did die once, but it was a stupid mistake. I threw myself off the edge. It could happen to anyone. I'm just glad that I was able to beat the fight, at least without any of the skill tree upgrades that I usually have. So I'm happy with that for now. Now I'll just have to keep practicing it until I can beat it without dying on this account. Then I'll feel like I'm really doing something special if I can beat it without dying. But that's not too bad. Beating it with one death, I think, is okay. I think I'm gonna try to figure out why the AC Companion app isn't working, and I'm gonna try to figure out why my headset keeps beeping at me. So I think I'm gonna call it a night for now. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.